Can we break the ice one more time? Let's listen to this next video. See these? This is what time's all about. See how it spins? You see the lines bring down the rotation, like the auger of a feed mill? I take these, I put a plug in here, and I spin them. But I have 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, enough to take your vision all around your head. And they spin. And there's millions, there's DNA strands. If you use enough of them, there are millions of different levels inside the coating of the DNA strand once you put one of these together. What is this? This is equal to the light, 16 inches. Now let's take this. I just got some information from an outside source that this is what's happening in our head. The water from this area and the water from this area, as you drink in your nose, they meet. This area meets this area. But if you drink too much, you cause a hole and it goes into here, and you drink and you choke. What one world needs more water, the other world needs maybe more salt or more sand. One world where it's just sand, where it keeps raining on the sand, it goes through the sand and it comes out here. Could be your nose, I don't know. But what I did notice, that how marijuana links the two sides, because the smoke fills up this cavern, and the smoke that fills up this cavern leaves a small film of THC that connects all the liquids that become the omega of the THC, which is a gum that slows down the mind so it can open up, but it's a film at the same time, and the film is like a barrier reef. Automatically, even if you close the door, once there's that film there, the link is still within. Not because of what I'm saying, but the reason I'm saying that, the hypothesis behind this, okay, is because how you take marijuana and you put it in a little cup and you wait 3 months and the marijuana is no longer just marijuana. Now, what we're going to do here is I noticed that if I put a little bit of water inside here and I put a ball on it, okay, I can keep all the ball dry, but this will be moist. Now, what happens if I put my marijuana on the bottom and a little moisture on top? That marijuana will drink all the water inside the moisture in the ball, and this ball will just fall over the head. Now leaving the ball a combination of the head and the plastic. Instead of 2 parts, it's 1 part. If I do that, and I leave water in the marijuana, it stays wet, it no longer burns. Okay, but we know now the hypothesis is what it does, marijuana drinks the water. Since marijuana drinks the water, if it did not drink the water, and man is 65, 75, or 85, or whatever amount percentage of water, and it does drink the water because of all the surveys I've done, and because of some of the tests I've done, and if it didn't drink the water, and if it doesn't drink the water, it turns to dust. Mary Jane, Jack, Johnny, however you want to put her down the lane, okay? She's your Spider-Man and she's your Superman, okay? When marijuana turns to dust, all you have to say is you take the house of H that I have just spoken about in H. We're going to have to go back one more time, okay? H is 2 of these tubes, and in and out. 2 of these tubes and 1 across, okay? 2 and 2 and 1, 6 holes. The pig, 6 holes. 6 holes, the pig is divided by 2 feet is 8. 6 and 8, 14, 62, 48. This is what happens to it. This is your H and I. This is your cross. Okay, but in this life, we lean it this way. So it leans on the ball and leans on the leg. That's the way it works. But this is your H cross. The H, or the H in French. Should we call it in French H? Why? Because H in French is low shoe, and English is game. Square world or low shoe. Low shoe might be English. French is the other one, leaving it squared, leaving your 8, because there's 2 ways of the 4 and 4 world touching the ground. 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6. Now I'm getting to the final punchline, is that when marijuana is not properly hydrated, it turns to dust. DU431977. ST77. DU41277. 8, because 4 times 2 is 8. 8, 7, 7, 56. 350 and 56 is 406. Let me see. Dust. 4, 1, 2, 19 and 20 is 39, 49, 51, 55. Electric company comes out of ashes to ashes and dust to dust because we need one rotator feeding the dust. We need to feed the spirit to keep the dust alive. Spirit keeps the dust alive. And how does it do that? Because the water keeps the marijuana together as a whole, so that when you smoke its whole, it turns it into a smoke that within inside of you opens up the channels of life. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. What you need and why you need to hydrate. So let me just finish 4 and 3 and 10 and 20. 4 and 3 and 16 and 26. 4 and 3 and 7 and 8. Okay, 26, 42 and 7, 49. 20, 30, 47. 7 times 7. 47 times 2 equals 94. 7 and 15 and 7 is 22. 11, 11. Okay, 44 is 11, 11. 11, 11, or 22, 22. Now I'll show you what the numbers on dust are, and they're unbelievable, the numbers, okay? 4, 7 is time. In the original, 20 plus 10. Oh, it was 12. I'm sorry. Let's do the original. 20, 39, 49, 50, 51, 55. 55 becomes times 2 equals to 110 because there's always 2. 110 becomes 116. 161 is 13, 13 becomes 44, the space of the light. Okay, because if you don't have any dust or matter to make a passageway for the light will go away and you won't get any of the spirit light. Okay, this one's 55. This calculation is 47. This calculation is 49. This calculation is 42. 11 times 11 are 22 and 22. 49 is 7 by 7 or 98. 9 by 8 equals the H and I, and it only exists after the 1 and 6 connect together. 47 is a prime number. You have to double it to 94, so you can now make it work in a minimum of 2 worlds. Okay? Add a number 47, it becomes 141. Now we got the actual triangle, the trinity. We add it up, but zeros equal 6 because these 2 areas are 6 and 6, meaning 2 circles. This means 2 circles, this means 1 circle. 1 circle here, 1 circle here, and 1 circle in the center. The minute the 1 circle gets in the center, the 2 circles now have to be doubled and upside down to use the same 1 circle on both sides and inside and the outside, north, east, west, and south, all your 90-degree angles. Okay? This one over here, this is your 2 and 2. 8 and 7, which is the queen, which is the flower, the mesmerization, the DC. What it is there's an added chip. We add, in order to transfer, if this was a 33, okay, if the size of this is a 33 and the size of this is a 33, we put over them. I put over this one, right? This, and this reads both of them. Then over this, I put a 45, but the 45 on this goes this side and this side, all the sides together. So now it gets all the sides plus the east and west, or all the sides and plus the north and south. North and south, east and west. These are your 33s. You put your 33s on here, you put the 45s over it, you connect the 2 sides, and you run a record for 1 world. Then I guess you put another 33 within your mind, or the hydro readers. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. My house is a mess, and I'm doing nothing about it. So I got to move my ass because my friend is going to do all the work, and at the end of the day, I'll have a red butt from sitting all day, but I'll have gotten nothing done, and I won't be proud of myself. So that's the way I'm thinking. Raphael 7286 in a constipation of Pegasus. Let me be constipated. To read my last thoughts. Thank you.